Welcome to Blackwater. Just good friends telling better stories. Yep.
Just so
Playing
sweet.
it safe.
Just so sweet. I am going to acknowledge that we are streaming tonight from the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Coast Salish, Stolo, Semiahmoo, Kwantlen, Sawasan, and Musqueam First Nations, while our characters play in a world that Tim has created. We are honored to live, work, and play on these lands tonight. A huge thank you to our sponsors and partners. We're proud to be sponsored by Sirenscape. We're also proud to be partnered with Legend Keeper. You can type !Sirenscape and !Legend Keeper in the chat to find all their details. Our Campaign 2 mini sponsor is MTM Printworks, and our campaign artist is the incomparable Tiana Kovacevic. You can type !MTM to find links for minis, and !Artist to find all of Tiana's details. We are super excited to be rolling with Familiar Dice, creator of the best math clacks around. Type !Dice in the chat to follow all of that kind of good stuff. A huge thank you to our crew from the wonderful folks here at Quest Keep. We have Casey and Dylan in the booth this evening, so thank you for keeping us on the technical rails. Additionally, Campaign 2 has its home over on the Quest Keep YouTube page. The episodes are there, so please go give them a follow, and then head on over to the Blackwater YouTube page where we have over 1,700 hours of content for you, just for you. We've created it strictly for you alone.
You know who you are.
We're real strict about it.
There is that one guy that it's not for, and he knows who he is.
He knows who he is. You can type !YouTube in the chat to find all the details there. Some very brief programming updates. Episode 35 dropped on the podcast today. We have also been working on revamping our Patreon, and that is now run by Jess. Jess, can you tell us a little bit about the stuff that we have going on Patreon right now?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I got distracted by realizing I still do like a Steve Holt thing from Arrested Development. Steve Holt.
Steve Holt.
I'm gonna stop doing that. What's changed on the Patreon? The biggest thing is we have a free membership tier now. Yeah. So you can go and subscribe for free, and we'll have some content that you're gonna get to take in that you wouldn't normally otherwise get to. The big thing is once a month, we're gonna release a Chatwater for free. So you can watch one of those every month. Our previous episodes, Chatwater, was our free one for this month, and then next month there'll be another free one. So that's super fun. Those are like really quite a lot of fun. We want more people to get eyes on them. And yeah, please feel free to take a look at that and enjoy.
You can type Patreon in the chat to head on over there. We are also very excited to be back after our short rest from last week. We hope you enjoyed the one-shot from the At the Edge of All Things series, the kind of interlude episode and Dolu Breakpoint. If you like the world, please go check out the mini-series over on our YouTube page. You can type !Edge to find the information for that. Also, a huge thanks to our friends at WizKids for all the goodies. The Chatwater from that wonderful episode has us doing an unboxing, so maybe we'll kind of pull up some bits and pieces, and you might have seen the reel or TikTok that we had thanking WizKids from all that kind of good stuff.
Time is a weird flat super.
Time is a weird flat super.
We opened the WizKid things ages ago, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, that was a pre-record. Yeah.
Also, as well, God Killer has finally wrapped. We recorded our last session last week, and my goodness, what a finale. Yanis and Christian both having completely just blown me away with this series, and I am so proud of it. And now we dive headfirst into post-production, and you're going to want to head on over to our Patreon as well. At the free tier, we are going to be releasing the first arc, so the first 3 episodes of this 10-part miniseries. You're going to fall in love with the characters immediately, and then the rest of the series will be at our Knucklebone tier and above. This has been really, truly a labor of love for the 3 of us, and I cannot wait to share it with everyone. I'm going to be releasing the first episode in late November with a trailer coming in early November as well. This is it. We've been working on this since July.
In a long time. Well, we've been talking about it for longer.
Very much longer. Yeah, and these characters have been kind of bouncing around for much longer. So yeah, very excited. I've been able to share a couple of the episodes with our very top tier Patreon supporters, the early rough cuts of the audio, and I have been just getting gifs of people clamoring for more things and screaming, crying, and throwing up, all of that kind of good stuff. People want more of this, so I'm very excited. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And that is it. So grab your tissues, grab your spider milk, grab your jorts, and your best friends. Whether you are new with us tonight or you have been with us for ages, thank you so much for your support. It is through community that we can make amazing things happen, and we hope you feel super, super welcome here. Casey, roll the clip, Woo!
All right, so for those of you just joining us tonight, last week the party made it to the village of Yavik, where they discovered 3 teens hiding out after a giant raid had overcome their village, and the adults had been taken away to a mine on the northeast of the nearby lake Hucamelsa. They devised a plan to take the teens back to meet up with the folks from Skalarn. However, in the morning, they were caught off guard by 3 giants arriving and ambushing Mark and Miri early on in their watch. After a difficult fight, they managed to slay the giants and get the teens to safety. We pick up a little later on as you set up your cabin in the woods at the end of that day for a rest.
I want to say it's fucked up that we ended last session in a cabin in the woods and you've set up a very woods-esque...
Just in case, I don't know.
Yes, you
Who
do.
knows what can happen?
You! That's the whole thing!
We are
for ambience.
notoriously bad at drawing attention to ourselves unnecessarily.
Yeah,
It's just a nice little woods.
This is going to practice his howls. That's not going to
All right.
Mark is straight to bed. He's
Straight to bed.
he's having a hard time.
Yeah, Mark still looks pretty
who
fucked
got,
up.
who got doinked out? You two, right?
We got
doinked.
2 levels of exhaustion.
Double
over
doinked.
here.
Double
Yeah.
doinked.
Couple double doinkers.
Double doinks.
Also, given our last watch, maybe it's best someone else in the party take the lead on these puppies.
I'm happy to stay up for our first watch.
I have a question. This is me being a little spicy. For us to safely take this, we have to like kind of sleep longer because like the way the watches have to be split now that there's 3 people taking a watch. If they sleep the whole time, can they get rid of both?
No. Long rest only gets rid of one. Nice.
We can hop
Tim.
on to the second one, but just
Yeah.
now that we're at disadvantage
And the
are
way
already
that
bad at it.
the way that we do watches in a long rest is we just do 2
Yeah, that's
watches. Like I recognize that the number of hours sort of shifts, but just for expedience sake, I think it's easier than
Do we have someone with us, or is just the 5 of us out here?
just the
Just the 5.
five
And
here.
Sprig is also
Sprig.
gone.
Sprig
Is John Wick?
Sprig is gone to Upcara.
So it's
And
one,
John Wick is here, though.
one of us is
And John
taking
Wick?
a watch solo.
Yeah,
so who
that'd
has
be
the
me.
best perception?
That's right, me.
I mean, we can pop up and like be awake for it, but you definitely don't want us on that
I
first
think you guys
watch.
sleep
Yeah,
the
yeah,
straight.
yeah, okay.
No, it's all right.
Okay.
I work off
The restful sleep of the double doinked.
So, Thistle, do you want to go first or last? Seems like they attacked in the dawn, so maybe,
Lost.
yeah.
All right.
Okay. So we'll take first watch, you think?
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Okay. I think I would kind of post up out on the front steps of the cabin. I think I would do a quick like perimeter, just to kind of see if there's anything I could spot in the woods that was like sussing us out now that the sun has gone down. But would post up on the front porch.
Make a perception check for me.
I'm going to reach over and squeeze Shai's hand and cast guidance.
I don't think she lets go
Okay, we hold hands during watch then.
for a little bit. What?
Perception.
I'm climbing under the table again.
Okay.
21.
18.
18. So you set up. As you take a look around, it's relatively quiet. You hear some noise in the distance. You're starting to pick up on these sort of evening sounds of this place now that you've been here a few days. You hear some kind of crashing in a way. Sounds like heavy footsteps here and there. It's difficult to pinpoint. It sounds fairly far off at this point. But then the forest kind of settles, and you hear the occasional sound of what sounds like elks in the distance. But it's relatively quiet. It's cool. You can see your breath as the moon comes up. It's Estra this evening. That kind of soft blue light.
I thought Riaz was blue.
No, Riaz is red, isn't it?
No, Riaz was blue. You
Well,
said.
fuck me then.
We're going through a rare astrological event
No,
where
I
they've
think
switched
Riaz is
colors.
It's a Doppler
Pretty sure
shift
Riaz is the
phenomenon.
red.
Okay. What you say is what you
You
say
are the
is
DM.
you're the DM.
Nobody watched the old episodes.
Nobody go back and check.
In the past, it's been Van Dyne was yellow, kind of like a yellow. Estra was red, and Riaz was blue.
Fuck. Well, I guess.
We're gonna have to rewrite the whole campaign.
Well, I guess that's the end of campaign 2.
Guys, sorry, we're gonna have to refilm all of our
Some
episodes. Yes.
You arrive at a
Well, then it is Riaz then, with the soft blue light.
Okay.
Red.
The soft
We'll put it in afterwards.
blue light.
Just ADR it.
Yeah.
I don't care for the tongue stuff.
You know.
So I think we just kind of sit up on the front porch, and I think for a while, I don't think I would reasonably let go. I don't think there would be an impetus for me to let go unless you initiated it.
I guess that's yours now.
What?
I'm making a joke.
Your hand?
Yeah.
That's sweet. I've been thinking a lot about what you said back in Caradog. And I really don't want to hurt you, Esper. And when you said, if you leave now, I'll recover, that is just bashing around. I see it, I hear it every time I look at you and think about you. And I think it's why maybe I've kept my distance a bit more. It's hard managing something you want when you know there are so many things in the way and so many things telling you you shouldn't.
Yeah. I mean, getting hurt isn't always a bad thing, though. Sometimes the more hurt you are after losing something, the more you loved it. So, it's better to focus on that side of the coin. The expression, better to have loved and lost than not loved at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I have heard that expression before. I am right there with you in that feeling. And every time we go into a fight, there's now a small part of my brain that says you keep him safe. And I don't know. I'm gonna do everything I can to do that for you. Don't even start, because that's not your choice.
I've died before and it never took, so I don't know, the next time might not take either.
Well, then you're just not gonna do it on my watch then.
Fair.
I move in really close. I am, and I think I'm so much smaller than you, and I lift your arm. And
I don't think you need to.
I truly just tuck in. Yeah. And Shy, you smell, there's the crisp salt air. And her skin is more cool to the touch because of the air outside and just kind of the lingering, slight moisture of being a Triton.
I think Esper falls into the mindlessly, he's not even conscious of just drawing little patterns on your arm, just barely touching, but just that mindless touch, as you just sit together.
The tips of your fingers are magical.
Or dead. We're not sure.
But they're almost slightly ethereal at some
yeah,
points,
they're
right?
they're like very So that sensation would be odd. It would be less like people touching.
And I
more
think
like a
is-
ghost.
I think as you do
Ghost
so,
fingers.
I think as you do so, if you'd have brushed over any of the bioluminescence, the magic touching those part would cause those to
Cool.
light in the dark.
And it turns kind of purple because I am changing it. Riaz is red.
Okay. Okay.
The blue light kind of creates this sort of soft purple light.
Incredible.
I'm gonna write that down. That's a
Yeah.
Write it
In the
down.
notes. Riaz.
It'll make sense one day.
R and R. Red and
Yeah, the red moon of
That's
Riaz.
why I was surprised it was ever blue.
Yeah, I made a mistake the first time.
Yeah. And I think in a
No, this is being human.
perhaps uncharacteristic move of boldness in these situations, I sit on your lap, I turn your face to me, and I kiss you.
Yeah, I would receive the kiss. And then I think I would be like,
We're on watch.
I really want to like, listen, don't get me wrong, this is something
Oh no, I'm very aware that
But-
we're on watch.
the other two got fucked by boulders. And I can't think of anything less sexy than getting hit with the boulder.
Well, it's
You know, it just really feel like it would ruin the mood more than what I'm doing right now, which is, I feel like maybe doing it pretty good. I'm under the table now. It's under the table time for Adam.
I think there's just a moment where I kind of just nudge you slightly and leave kind of a lingering kiss on your cheek. And I kind of put my
As you
finger-
try to kiss his cheek, he moves so that there's like a full kiss.
And then I move back and I put my fingers kind of right on your lips.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that one right there and come back for that later.
I expect you to.
Good.
This is good energy.
You do hear a bird.
You do need to sleep during my watch to get the full rest. You two, I'm just throwing that out there. Otherwise,
No, we need
The
to
point of
rest.
exhaustion.
We need to do something restful. I'm just saying.
Wouldn't be restful.
All right.
I think there's some.
My favorite Sean Deppner moments is when Sean is like,
New table, safe table.
Safe table.
I know my lane, I'm gonna stay in it. I'm a new man.
born again.
you know I can tell because there's one more button done up on that shirt.
Yeah, I think we spend the rest of
My
watch.
master era.
Yeah.
I think there's just kind of kisses stolen every now and
Yeah.
again while really doing our best to pay attention to what is going on. We both rolled very well. in
You
that
know what the energy is?
Mm.
It's summer camp counselors who are
Yes.
having to like watch, have to be alert because they're like taking care of kids, but they're also hooking up, and it's like, no, we have to be quiet. Like, shh.
Been there. I know what
Yeah,
that exactly
fully.
what that is like.
Yeah.
What? Counselors do that?
What?
More than you think.
All right. So your watch comes to an end, and you
Yeah.
wake up Thistle.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Seeing as I've taken the portion of my rest, do I get my things back?
Yeah. It's basically
Okay,
your
cool,
stuff resets.
Cool DM.
It's like if you imagine it as like this, like your watch is kind of restful in a way.
Okay.
Like unless something happens, but it's sort of like imagine like your last bit of strength is kind of coming back
Okay,
to you.
because I wanted to do something that required a spell slot that I would not have otherwise.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it like in my brain it's like for the sake of the like how we want the pacing of this show to go, we don't want to do 3 watches, but
Yes.
it's like I feel like it's like a 6 and a 6, and we
Yeah.
just assume that 6
Yeah,
hours
yeah,
is good enough for rest because that's what most of us get as adults.
Well, and like I like to think too, the like wind down time before bed is
That
like
counts.
as you're having a meal or whatever. That's the sort of beginning of the rest.
Is in like written there in the player's
And
handbook.
then,
It's like
and the
doing
morning
stuff,
where you're eating
yeah.
breakfast. That's like the other part of
Or
it.
even like the it says like the wizard going over their spells or the cleric getting their spells that day. That all counts.
all
in
part of
it takes time.
So yes, you would have yours.
Okay,
first.
perfect.
And this actually works out really well. I realized I had it backwards in my head where I was like, damn, I'm going to spend a bardic inspiration that I'm not going to get back. But we're going to sleep. My brain switched it. I'm going to bardically inspire you before we go to sleep.
Thank you, and I'm gonna guidance myself.
Would you like one of us with you?
No, I'll take this
sleep
one.
through
By,
it.
I'll take this one by myself.
Sweet.
Enjoy your rest.
Doink.
Oh yeah, baby, that's a natural 20.
Ooh.
And a 4 on the guidance, and a 2 on the inspiration.
The doink.
Plus 7. This is actually really perfect. 33.
Wow. Amazing.
Thistle is.
So this is actually perfect because this plays into exactly
Drift
what I want to
compatible
do.
with the forest.
Can you tell me? I think we've referenced Pacific Rim in more than half of our episodes this campaign. Yes. Problem.
Your drift's compatible with
Dennis, you can't talk about it. We're in the middle of litigation.
Yes.
Being sued for copyright.
Just the first one though. Fuck the second.
Fuck the second.
What second one?
But the anime's pretty good.
So, tell me about this forest, Tim.
I'm so glad you asked. So the forest that you're in, there is at this time of year, you can see there are some deciduous trees. It looks like, especially this kind of far north, there's a lot of pine trees and some large aspens. And then you can see where there are some deciduous, like what look like chestnut trees and things like that, but are obviously they've dropped other leaves for the season. But you can see there are a number of kind of large aspen trees kind of dotted.
And this is an old forest because it's not.
It's
generally
relatively old. Yeah, you're in. It's not a huge forest. Like there's expanses where there is kind of grass and hill land. So it's not huge. And it's fairly spread out. Like there's pockets where there's more dense forest off of the roads and things like that. But there is also large areas like where Yavik was.
Yeah.
There was quite a large open area of kind of like sprawling grassland. And you like when you're heading up north on the road too, you could see beyond the tree line there was kind of more rolling hills to the west and things like that. So it's spaced out a bit.
And the lands are pretty wild.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. They're
like
definitely
pretty untouched.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were saying something
Grass is
about,
high.
remind me, we're still a ways away from the lake.
You're not super far from the lake. You traveled kind of. It's about a day away.
Okay. And you were saying something about the people in the town that's on it.
Mm-hmm.
They have something to do with the water, right? There's some sort of religious connection to the nature of the water.
They believe that the lake is sacred. It's sacred to their village.
And
So-
they leave their dead there. Is what
Yeah,
they,
and that's
put
where
their
they
dead
bury
in.
their dead essentially.
Okay.
In the lake.
We're still quite a ways away, but I would like to, and this kind of plays beautifully into my perception, I would like to sort of, as I'm sitting, I won't sit on the porch of the cabin. I will actually go sit in the dirt. And I want to put my hands into the dirt.
Yeah.
And I want to think about the visions that I've had of me falling into the heart of the forest.
Cool.
And I want to try and find where I feel that sort of sits and resides in me. And I want to reach out to that and also to the land itself, knowing that this lake might have a similar heart, not in the terms of a forest, but the same sort of like, it has this place of memories of nature. And I would like to use my 4th level spell slot to cast divination, specifically focused not on a god, but on sort of nature.
Yeah.
Very
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
And I can ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within the next 7 days.
At this point, we're moving to a different Sam Worthington movie. Where your hair is opening up.
The last time we referenced Pacific Rim, we referenced both at the same time. So we're really doubling down on the same bits.
They exist as the same movie to me because Sam Worthington does a bad accent in both of them.
I want
Deeply
to
Australian man.
ask sort of essentially the nature and the wild that is this place. I want to know. I guess, if there is a connection between the fact that the moon seems to have come from here and the fact that they're digging in this mine for something. It feels to me like there's some sort of the moons and this land and the origins of magic are all connected, and it's weird to me that they're digging for something in a mine that was supposed to not have any cobalt left. And I just want to sit and sort of like see if I get anything back on that.
So as you reach down into the earth, you start to feel those vibrations that are so subtle, that take you back to your time as a tree and how you communicated with your kin. And you start to focus on those to try to amplify them in your head. And as you do, you reach out to try to feel that heartbeat that you know many forests have. And you start to pick up on something. You feel it. It's faint. And it's not beating in a regular rhythm. It feels almost contracted, as if it's pushing against something. And you can feel there is many voices almost. Not voices in the traditional sense of speaking, but it's as if all of the trees are trying to speak to you at the same time. Like they have too much to say. And you can tell that something is flooding this forest. You're not exactly sure what it is, but you can feel it. It's overwhelming in a way. And you feel that heart pushing against something as it beats, as if it's being constricted.
Do I get any sort of sense that beating, or like not beating, but that thing that feels constricted, does it feel the same in any way to some of the ley lines that I touched when we were in, like, am I feeling a ley line here?
You feel a few things at the same time. You start to feel that same, almost like that same feeling when you touch the memory pool, of that memory flooding into you. You can feel that almost like at the edge of a dam as the water is rising. You can see that it's just there, almost overflowing. And as you push farther into the ground, you feel something deep, deep below all of that. There is a warmth, a heat. And as you feel your arms move farther and farther into the dirt, you can feel the tips of your fingers get hotter and warmer. And you feel a beat far below the forest that is slower and much stronger.
I think what I would like to do in that moment is, as I feel it, and I feel it sort of like wash into me, I get the idea that part of what it was like to be connected to a singular heart of the forest was both having an identity as a singular and having an identity as a group, and having those sort of coexist. And being in this human body, I'm very singular, which is not something that I'm used to or used to do. I think in that moment, I would like to cornerly open up my heart the heart of the forest and let go of my singular perception of myself
Cool.
and sort of let everything flow into me, what the trees are saying, what those lines are saying, the same way the heart would have accepted everything that we said to it when we were trees.
Okay. I want you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
All right.
While he rolls this, Riaz is the tides of magic. Vendine's the tides of time. What is Esther the tides of?
The water.
Oh, literal
tide.
tides. Tides are literal
The
tides.
tides.
The reason I was saying it was such a perfect perception roll is like as I'm in this moment, I feel like I know where everything in the forest is.
Yeah.
It's like a zoom out where you're
Yeah.
like aware of every being. It's not great. 12.
Okay. So as you push to try to reach out to that heart, that kind of constricted beating that you feel, you feel the sensation of roots wrapping around your arms, pulling you towards it. And then you feel as if you're being pushed up against stone. And you feel that kind of weight of stone against your hands and this ice cold feel as if water is completely surrounding you and it's very, very, very cold. And you take 7 points of cold damage as your whole body shivers with cold. And you are unable to reach the heart. You can feel it just beyond your grasp, but you're unable to touch it.
But it's in the water. Like I get the sense that it's
Feels like that.
okay. And I think I would sort of walk it back slowly. Like I would pull back from that, but not pull back from the forest yet. Because sorry, correct me if I'm wrong. There's a beating that's hot deep down below.
Deep down below.
And there's the constricted one that's at the water, and then there's like the sort of lesser of this forest and the wild things here.
Yeah, that sort of like general sense of your surroundings and the like the immediate.
Yeah. Do I get the feeling that the constricted one is in any way? Is it acting as a barrier for me to reach the one at the center? Or are they not connected in that way?
They don't seem connected in the same way. It feels like that is beyond
the
whatever
hot one
that is.
The hot one is like something to percolate on that's not related to this specific location.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I'll pull back slowly, still allowing the voices that seem so eager to be heard to tell their stories to me as I pull back, so that and not me as in Thistle, but the sort of the heart of the forest that resides in me, like doing its purpose of collecting a reservoir of knowledge.
You start to hear these voices, and you hear snippets of what sound like song and story, but it's coming at you in such a way it's impossible to piece together in a unified way. It's like a chorus.
Yeah, I mean, it's not specifically my goal to glean anything.
Yeah.
It's more of an attempt of an act of service for a forest that might not have the same kind of heart that I was accustomed to.
Totally. And you feel that kind of, there is almost like a sense of relief. And it is overwhelming to you as you do hear these voices, and they sound vaguely familiar. You've heard this kind of voice before, these stories, not necessarily these stories, but the cadence and the rhythm at which they're speaking sounds familiar.
And then I would just sort of eventually make my way back up to where I am conscious of myself again.
As you come back up, something twigs to you as you kind of come to that upper level of the forest that's immediately around you. You hear kind of a breaking of a branch that's probably about 100 feet away, and the kind of snapping of wood. You hear kind of
I would
And I would say with your natural 20 earlier, you, as you kind of rise up, you feel it's something it's a quadruped of some kind.
I think
Fairly
I would.
large.
I would. What would I do? I would. I would become a bear. I would become my big burr
Okay.
and fall on all fours, and then slowly back up to the cabin, sort of knowing that I can call if, even as a bear, I can roar if something is, and then just wait and see what approaches and how they approach.
You kind of wait. Maybe 20 minutes go by and you hear it kind of moving along just beyond your sight through the forest.
Now that I'm a bear,
Crunching of...
do I smell any smells that seem familiar?
Yeah, make a perception check. You can use your keen smell.
Does that give me advantage?
It does,
Yes,
yeah.
I do.
That is not great. Ooh. 14.
14. You smell something unfamiliar to you. It is some kind of creature, some kind of beast. And you can smell, like, you get the kind of whiff of, like, freshly broken wood and that kind of pine smell.
So it's big. It smells big.
It smells big.
I'm gonna go and investigate quietly.
Okay, make a stealth check for me.
It smell big.
It smell big.
The idea of being able to smell volume.
I smell something small nearby.
9.
A 9.
Oh boy.
9 millimeters.
You kind of traipse through the woods, and as you get closer, you see the creature kind of immediately turns to you, and you can see this huge, almost looks like a rhinoceros in some ways, but you can see the horn is large and splits in two as it kind of raises its head, and it has that kind of familiar sort of beak, and it is got that kind of you can tell it's got like a layer of like thick fat underneath to keep it warm, but it has more of that kind of plating kind of skin with sort of small tufts of fur. As it kind of like rears its head, as the wind has shifted, it can smell you, and it kind of like lowers its head, and you can see these kind of black beady eyes.
From the way that it's, from what I can tell, does it look like it is like a meat-eating animal, or is it like a rhino and it's mainly like a grass?
You can tell that, like, and you just judging by the tree that you can see that like the branches have been pulled off of and stripped of, you can tell that it's definitely a vegetarian, but it is kind of like stamping its paw.
I would give it sort of like a nod, and then sort of back up and retreat away.
I'm gonna have you make an animal handling check at advantage.
Is this considered a beast?
You're not there.
Well, I'm just saying, like, is this considered a beast or a monstrosity?
It is a beast.
100%. That's why I went. I was like, when Tim, the way
Adventures in Zoology.
the way that
Yes.
Tim phrased it, I was like, this is a present for Thistle.
The rest of us get magic items. He has wild
he
encounters.
gets to add
17.
Pokedex.
17. You're gonna slowly back up as it like is chewing, and it like, and it just watches you go as you slowly back up.
And I make my way back to the cabin, and I think I would finish the watch as a burr.
All right. The rest of you come to.
Amber.
You see a large bear on your cabin doorstep as you all wake up.
Hi, Thistle. Is everything good?
Give him a big hug. Because it's a bear we can cuddle.
And he does that thing, like, I don't know if you've ever had like a big dog where they put the top of their head against you and they like press.
Yeah.
So you can like really get into the good
they're
fuzzy
so
stuff.
in
It
there.
is discretion.
I think based on your size, Shy probably, if you're standing, Shy probably like comes just up to the side of your
Yeah,
back.
like shoulder, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like just getting that pity and just like.
He's got that 1 foot that starts going.
Mary can do the shoulder blade from the top.
Yeah.
Are we all
He's
getting
just
in on
like-
this? Is this our like morning routine?
He kind of flops over onto his back.
Group scream.
Come on, get those ghost fingers in there.
I would 100% not be okay with this if he was his like person mode, but this is quite fun.
Esper just kind of observes.
Look at that foot going. He's happy.
I'm so tempted to become Thistle mid scritches just to make it weird.
I think
don't.
I would, after scritching, I would like make coffee or whatever, and then whenever Thistle's was done being a bear, I would just put a little cup of coffee next to him for whenever he's ready.
Yeah, I think when the scritches are done and he smells the coffee, he reverts back to Thistle.
Shakes it off. All right.
I think that's how you change. In my brain, that's how you change back. It's just a big shake, and then all of a sudden you're
Yeah.
Thistle again.
It's actually quite cute.
It gets all blurry.
Yeah, there's like a little spittle, like a big
Yeah.
dog with big jowls.
What would you like to do?
Has Sprig come back?
Yes, Sprig has just arrived back with the morning sun.
Oh yeah, I will cast Speak with Animals.
Is that a ritual?
Speak with my boy.
Oh, it is. I can do it ritually. I'm gonna do it
Check
ritually.
in.
I usually have so many spell slots. though,
Sprig
but-
comes back. He's
No, I'll
sipping
just.
the
Yeah, I'm
coffee.
just gonna cast it because I honestly can't be bothered. Oh yes, my boy.
I got there. There were 2 giants on the way. One of them was carrying many little creatures on its back.
It is an attack.
Oh boy.
Yes, it appears he is going with a bunch of kobolds.
Fucking siege engine giant.
All right, I guess we're gonna have to head there. That's about a day away too. You said in the opposite
Yeah,
direction.
we traveled intentionally so that we were essentially equidistant
It's
from
on the
both.
double. My leg's feeling better, so I think we can.
All right, that's good.
Let's
We can deal with
Thanks.
the giants.
if we knock 2 more down, that's 2 less that we're gonna have to fight up the mine.
That's between 5 and 7.
That's better.
That's better.
So if we make haste and we make our way there, hopefully the town can,
Handle the kobolds.
or maybe one of the 2. We help out as best we can. If we can come up from the rear and potentially get them on surprise.
Who's Who's good at dealing with big groups of things? Because I'm good at dealing with one specific thing at once.
Some group stuff.
Okay,
I also have. They're really nicely tightly packed.
right. I'm just worried we're gonna get there and be like, let's deal with some giants, and then we're gonna get absolutely swarmed by kobolds.
No, I
I
can take
mean,
care of
I
them
can
at
hit
once.
like 4 of them at once. So
I can hit one thing
3.
really hard.
Let's make haste and let's go. So
We'll figure it out.
I think we start
Yeah.
making our way towards Upcara.
Okay.
Going there first,
Yeah.
and trying to
Right,
go
that's it.
double time.
All right. You
Ain't no stealth checks here, bro.
No way. You tear off through the kind of grassland part over the hills, as you can see the mountains not too far in the distance. Yes.
I don't like that sentence. I would like to disagree with it. Can we not do that? And can we make, is it possible to make haste, and then when we feel like we're getting close, then we can skip
Yeah.
Because I'm going to pass with that chance
I
when we
think-
get close.
Because there is some woods, and as you get closer, there is like a little bit of woods.
Does the cabin stay?
Yeah.
Amazing.
I've
there
permanently
yet?
converted
You just
one
made-
material into another.
Some hag a nice house.
Well, it sleeps 4. I've thought about the
hag
Or
family.
hag, a coven.
Hey, look at that.
What
It's
was
bunk
the
beds.
What was the name of the animals that I saw?
It's a Titana there.
New exhibit for the Mine Zoo.
It's a CR5
Oh, that's too big for me.
Do you have a picture of it, Tim?
on my computer.
Yes.
It's from Big Bees, the new one.
Big bees, big beasts.
No, it's only Big Bees.
T-H-E-R-E.
Big bees, big bees.
Big bees and
So the,
monsters.
the look that I gave you was I came up with a one-shot character who is just Ash Ketchum, and his Pokedex is his wild shape.
That's really
rating.
fun.
Yeah.
It's just like, I gotta catch them all. And by catch, I mean I can turn into them.
I'm a forever
Ethical
10-year-old,
catching.
and I'm the champion of the world.
I was allowed one wish, and it was to live forever as a 10-year-old, and I shall be able to turn into all animals.
So yeah, we go up to probably as far if we
We're tearing down that road.
tear in until we start needing to make stealth checks.
All right. So you tear off over the hills. I'm gonna have everyone make a as you get closer. You do like as kind of the day wears on. It's not evening yet. You'll get there before sundown. But you can hear as you're getting closer. You can hear shouting in the distance and yelling, and you can see some smoke as well. So I will have you all as you get closer. You're kind of like you're getting close to the kind of the edge of the woods that kind of surround Upcara.
Pass without trace.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Sounds good. And I'll have everyone make a stealth check for me, please.
That's
That is the most cocked it could have been.
Roll the same thing twice.
That's not bad, considering.
What?
22.
18.
41.
30.
29.
All right. So you do manage to very quietly, as you get into the woods, you go full stealth mode.
And as we do, I would love to cast Arcane Eye, this invisible eye that I can control as my action. And so, like, as we're moving towards it, it can fly, it lasts for up to an hour, and I want it, because it's still, like, light time, right? Yeah. So I want it to go, like, above us and essentially get, like, a bird's eye view of the situation.
Okay. So you, as you kind of come through and you're sort of looking, you see as your eye kind of goes over, you see there is a very, two large giants. You can see one of them with a number of spears on its back. And the other you can see has like almost like a carriage on its back that there is probably about 6 kobolds. You can see firing flaming arrows into this walled town. It's more like a fort, this one. It's smaller than Skalarn for sure. But you can see that it's been reinforced with large spikes, the kind of wooden spikes that stick out from the wall itself. And a large trench has been kind of dug out in front of it. So there's a bit of a barrier before the town. But you can see the one giant with the carriage on its back also has essentially like a battering ram that's been fashioned as it's kind of running up the middle to where the gate is, and it's just slamming against it. And
Before we kick off, I'm going to use an action to make my blade poisoned.
all right, we are going to take our break here.
Okay.
And then when we come back, we're going to take a little early, and then when we come back, we're going to jump right into combat.
Amazing.
Hell yeah. Ready for a fight.
Grab yourself, refill your beverage, grab yourself a little snick snack, and then we're gonna mess up some giants. We will be back in under 10 minutes. We will see you soon, okay? Bye.
Oh boy.
When the world is in trouble and you don't know what to do, gotta call Blackwater and they'll kick some mess for you. So pull up a chair because you're welcome at the table. Come watch us save the multiverse. So turn up the TV and come watch some D&D. Blackwater, we'll roll some dice for you.
right. So, actually, I'm going to use that one. All right. So, initiative 25 to 20.
21.
Try for 21.
19.
19. Yeah, 20 to 15.
Yeah, 19.
19 for Esper. 15 to 10.
Squirt-teen. I regret that.
I also don't know what that number is.
Yeah, what number?
13.
13.
Yeah, it was bad for a few reasons.
I knew it was 13.
I would have guessed 14. Squirt, fort. I mean,
No, that'd be squirt-teen. Squirt-teen.
I heard squirt-teen.
Oh, weird.
Squirt. It was squirt-teen.
Yeah.
Don't
Stop saying it.
No, squirt is a legally distinct word from squirt, and I like it. Sorry, 5.
5 and
Or as I
two.
call it, squirt 5.
Marcus 5.
You're doing
No, you
great.
do glad
That was
that.
so good.
Wild
So proud of you.
association, I
All
want.
right, let's see for these giants and the kobolds.
Sean Debner.
I'm Sean Depp.
Welcome to my master class.
That's the energy.
Lesson 14.
I keep all my best secrets in Squaw's Lost Dale.
All right, Shy, you are up first. As you see, this giant is just slamming into this gate, and you can see on the ramparts, people are firing down with arrows and things like that.
Can I use my 45 feet of movement to get over here up on this little barricadey bit up here? I want to kind of get a little bit of an up.
Over here.
Yeah, I want to do uppies on top of that little wall thing up there.
Over here.
Yeah.
Make an acrobatics check. It's pretty high.
That's gonna be a flirty 20.
All right, yeah, you kind of run across and you kick off the log and up to the top.
Cool.
This kind
How far am I from the big giant up here up front?
you're probably about 25.
30 feet?
30 feet, yeah.
Fantastic. Great. As long as it's 30 feet, I don't care. I am going to take my first 2 bioluminescent bolts towards this giant. That's going to be a 10 and a flirty 20.
All right, a 10 does not hit, the 20 does.
That is going to be 9 points of radiant damage, and it's going to have to make a Constitution save as I attempt a stunning strike.
Okay. All right, that's an 18 on the dice, so...
That'll
That's
way
a
exceed it.
23.
Then I am going to spend another focus point, and we are going to do Flurry of Blows as I rocket another 2 toward.
Pow, pow, pow. Pow, pow.
That's going to be an 18 and a 21.
Yes, both those hit.
Fantastic.
As you see, kind of like rears his head around. And you see all the kobolds kind of look over as well.
Fuck. That is going to be plus 8 is going to be 11 points. And yeah, fuck it. Let's do one more stunning strike.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Right.
We get the drop.
That's a natural 20 on the
Okay,
dice.
that's totally
That's fine.
fine.
No, we've done those natural 20s. You know?
I
That's
don't know
how,
if it
that's how
works that
dice
way.
work.
That's how
No,
dice
dice
work.
have a limited amount per day that they're allowed to use.
For their lifespan.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, and
Oh,
then
no,
I am
that's-
up on this high wall. I am going to stay there.
Okay.
And that is my
All
turn.
right, it is Esper's turn.
Okay. I'm torn between 2 things that I want to do, but can I move behind this thick tree?
Yeah. This thing?
No, the one that you pointed at,
This?
but further back.
This thing?
Middle one.
This thing? This thing.
That one right there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That is
obviously.
Yeah. The one that my eyes went immediately is the thickest.
I just didn't look up.
That puts me within 30 feet of everyone, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I am going to run over,
Sort of jog.
pull out my flute or my pipes. Pipes of haunting. I'm going to choose all my friends to succeed. None of them I'm choosing to succeed. They need to roll.
Okay.
And
Wisdom save?
I'm
Yes?
assuming anyone on the wall also succeeds.
Yeah,
Very damage.
anyone that I can see up on the wall.
All right.
Succeeds.
So for the big one, that's 16.
That's a success.
Next one, for the skirmisher, that's an 18.
That's a success.
And then I'm gonna roll 2 for the kobolds for each group
that
of
feels
3.
reasonable.
So half the kobolds. That is.
You're trying to beat a 15 wisdom
It's
save.
a 13 for that one. So
That's
good, we like that.
And the other one is a 19 on the dice.
Yeah, that's a success.
Hey.
But I have my bonus action. I'm going to use this thick log, as we've discussed, the thickest tree in
Thickest
this
tree.
area. I'm going to bonus action hide.
Okay.
And pass the trace, still up.
Yeah, do it.
Oh, lovely.
Did you hear some of the kobolds?
It's a 29.
29. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I get up and I like push myself against the tree and just start playing this haunting melody. So they don't see anything. They just hear this like.
That's terrifying. You don't want to hear a spooky
How does
sound
that
in the woods.
interact? Because it's like when you can see the object of your fear, you have all these things. Figure that out.
While frightened, they have disadvantage on attack.
Oh, good for them.
So it's like.
They're gonna do
More
their
for that.
best.
Yeah, they can't move
Do their
toward me
best.
if they can see me, but they have disadvantage.
It's like
They're
the worst
terrified.
hide and seek. You're just becoming a slasher movie to these three.
All right.
We
It
started
is
a cabin in the woods.
Giant's turn. We're gonna do the siege giant because all these guys are up on his back right now.
Oh boy.
Oh no, they're in like a cage.
Yeah, they're,
Oh, that's so bad. I'm so sorry.
so he's
Yeah.
he's gonna come right towards you.
Yeah, let's do it, buddy.
He's gonna use his.
As long as he stops battering the door, that's what I wanted.
Okay, he's gonna use his bash attack.
this the guy who
with
can
his
kick?
battering ram. No, it's not the.
Oh,
it's not the
it's not
bruiser.
that guy.
It's
Fresh
the different
giant.
one. It's the new one. The
Oh, it's
Stinker
a
Kicker.
new type.
That's a 15 to hit for the first one.
Meets it, beats it, yes.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry, armor class. No, that does not hit. I was looking at my focus saves. 17 is my armor class.
So he like swings up and swings wide, and then he brings it back and he'll try to hit you again.
Jump up onto the belly.
That's 25 to hit on that,
That hits.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So and there's some extra because it's oh boy.
I suspect
all
you
right,
don't want
so
to get
that's-
hit by that thing that is
battering
designed
ram?
to destroy buildings.
Yeah, I feel like probably not.
37 points of bludgeoning damage.
Holy
my
cats.
And
You have evasion, so you evade half of that.
I need you to make a dexterity saving or a strength saving throw for me.
Oh no.
Can we not change it back to the dexterity
No, it's
saving?
strength save.
Not with a 5. No.
So you feel this thing as you dodge the first one, the second one slams into you squarely. As you rocket off of this, you go back 10 feet, you're knocked prone, and you are stunned
Okay.
until the
Whoa.
end of its next turn.
End of its next turn. Jesus.
You are stunned.
Okay.
As you watch as Shy flies off of that wall. All right.
I got its attention. That's the.
It
that was the goal.
is
okay. We're okay.
Miri's turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got knocked out of the eye line.
Miri is gonna basically kick her double out of her as she invokes duplicity, and it comes flying out by the foot and goes flying behind this fucker.
This one?
Yes. And then
Use Valentine.
perfect. And then the duplicate is going to fling spiritual weapon up into the air and bash him in the back.
All right.
So that will be. Oh, that's amazing. That's gonna be 23 to hit.
Yes, that hits, absolutely.
Great. Okay, and that's gonna be 4 force damage.
Nice. All right, as it slices into him, he's like, kind of waves his arms around, and you see the kobold as it's kind of right eye level with them. All right, and did you want to do anything with your? That's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I might tuck over near where Esper is actually as well.
All right, yeah,
Yep.
you tuck over there.
Thick tree.
Victory. I'm gonna go.
Boy.
The like sexiest.
Oh, I
like,
didn't
tree.
take this
Put me-
giant's turn. This giant.
Well,
Hey, it's
yeah,
cool.
it's
You
a
can
turn.
show.
Yeah. Oh no.
This giant will act now.
Is that one of those bad ones?
The skirmishers. Yeah.
The skirmisher, yeah. It is going to. He turns around to look. He's got that one. So he's going to. Doesn't see the rest of you yet. He's looking over
Bless.
there. He's going to throw. Yeah, he didn't see where Esper went.
So sneaky.
Too sneaky.
So sneaky.
29
Yeah,
sneaky.
no, definitely didn't see where.
Saw him run behind
You can't
this
see over
tree,
that
but
thick wall.
Tree's so thick.
The tree's thick, the
so
wall's thick.
so thick.
Oh, this forest.
Can't see Shy. So he's gonna throw. He's gonna throw 2 spears at the wall.
Oh, I was gonna
As
say
opposed to
at the giant.
Fuck my friend. Yeah, that'll definitely hit the wall, and that will as well. As you watch as 2 spears kind of and you see the kind of two of the fighters up on the wall just get off the bag, and you hear the Wilhelm scream as they fall off the ramparts.
Silvery barbs.
Oh, sure.
No, I'd like to try and save one of them.
Okay. That's an 18. That's better than the first roll.
Oh, he dies more.
Oopsies.
Way to go.
No, it went through his leg first, but
Now
now
you
it's gone
killed
through
him.
his face.
I would like to give advantage to you.
All right, and so then Miri, and then it is the kobold's turn.
Cool, get out of your cage, bro.
They are going to jump out, and these three are scared,
So scared.
but they
They're all
can't
stuck
see him, so
together.
they can still move. And they are going to.
They can still move even if they can see me. They just can't do it toward me.
These three are going to run over. Yeah, they're going to run over this way. I don't know if they can get to you, though. So I think they're actually all just going to attack Miri's double.
Nice.
Does Mirror's
Doesn't have hit points.
Yeah, it just
It's just
gets
illusory.
Does it just disappear?
I actually don't know. Is the
Find
truth.
out.
To my knowledge, it has. It doesn't take any damage. It is completely illusory, and it doesn't get dispelled. They just will
Find out
They will just
that it's
find
fake.
out that it's a double.
So the first group of three is going to try to attack, and that's a success. So they kind of swing through it, and then the other three realize that, and they're going to look around and see if they are within. Yeah, they're within reach of you. So they're going to go over to where you are, Miri, and come and attack you.
Okay.
I'm going entirely. I read it strictly.
But the giant hasn't seen what's happened. It's
Okay.
kind of focused on where Shy is.
fully knowledge.
So these three are going to make their mining pick attacks. You see they have like kind of these sharp mining picks as they turn around, and that is a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit the fuck out of me.
All right. So
What was the Sean Defner response? Could be 3 less.
Yeah.
that is 12 points of piercing damage between the three of them, as they all like hit you with their little mining picks. All right. It is now. You watch the ramparts, the guards on the side, all kind of like pull back their crossbows and arrows, and they are going to fire at this one.
Yes, we like that.
What's the class that does reactive
Yep.
gain? Is that a bard thing?
That's
Can't recall.
What is that?
Oh, cutting words?
No, there's like a class that can, as a reaction, reduce something by a D4, and I'm like, fuck.
Is that an
and you see a bunch of
fire?
arrows screech out into the skirmisher, as they roll quite well, and she takes 20 points of piercing.
Hey, we
damage.
love that.
All right, it is Mark's turn.
There's 2 ways
Johnny
that
built
this
wrong.
can go.
Sally built wrong.
No, let's keep it simple. We're just gonna sort of peer through the trees, like we are in a low squat, just gonna peek over a thing and like focus really on that big spear boy's temples and just say, freeze. And I'm gonna try to psychic lance him. Intelligence saving throw 16.
And this is on the
on the
one that's against.
That's a 9, my
that's
friend.
not gonna do it. That's 76.
Amazing.
And so he's going to be incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
76 damage to him.
And that's action and reaction.
That's
right?
action and
Okay,
reaction.
they can't- now they
Can
can't
still
do-
move, but
They can't do the disengage reaction, which is the very important thing.
that's very even dice. 666. That's 12, 20, 26 psychic damage
Nice.
to the skirmisher, and
No, the bruise, the big one.
no,
No, skirmisher.
the one who ruins our day.
Yeah,
by,
the one that fucked us up last
Yeah,
time.
and they just, it's not flight, they're just like, oh, as they're overcome with the sensation of not doing.
Okay.
And I will go behind my
Now,
bush.
Yenna's question, is that undone by damage?
No.
Okay.
Oh, actually, shit. I don't actually come out from behind a bush. I've got an eye above all of
It's
this.
true, yeah. You could
So-
have just stayed hiding.
Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm gonna stay behind a tree
He's hooked into his.
Again.
He's got his headset on.
Yeah, I'm in warg mode.
You're in XCOM now.
Yeah. That's great.
All right.
They can't see me.
It
I'm gonna have a
is
treat.
Thistle's turn, and it's to the end of your next.
Till the start of my next turn.
Start of your next turn.
All right. Thistle is going to sort of start swirling his hands, and as he does, the clouds rumble and pull over, and I'm going to call lightning, and I'm going to focus that lightning bolt right on our skirmisher friend.
Great.
I need a dexterity saving throw, which I assume they failed.
No, because they can still move.
Disadvantage. No, yeah, it might.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I don't think unless it
No,
gets
they
restrained.
just can't take actions and
incapacitated
reactions.
is just lights done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, so like they can
Dex
like react.
save.
Still terrible.
yeah.
They don't get
Too bad.
reactions,
But
but
it's only a 4.
That is a failure, so they will take 3d10.
just imagine them as indecisive.
You know what
but
it is?
present.
It's instinct remains, but like the frontal thought is gone. Like
Yeah.
Whereas stunned, you're just like
Right.
frozen, but incapacitated, you still have the instincts to try to get out of the way or to just run. Like
That is 19 points of lightning damage.
Nice.
And then I will use my bonus action to become a burr.
Nice.
and then
And then I will
You wanna
use
move?
I will use my
How far?
movement, which I have 40 feet.
Yeah, 40 feet could get you to either of them.
Yeah, but she'll be able to move by the time
Yeah.
I get my next attack. So I'm gonna go and get in the action there with the kobolds and this. No, I'll go to the kobolds.
These ones?
Yeah,
Right.
I'll go try and
yeah, you can probably get
try
it
and
there.
distract the scared ones.
Okay. All right. We are back to the top of the order with Shy. And
stunned.
then Esper's on. Yes, that's right. You are stunned. Esper, it is your turn.
No, just go. Just do your thing. It's okay.
You got that sweet, sweet hide.
I do have hides. I have advantage on who I attack. Who do I attack?
Skirmisher, we gotta take it out quick as possible.
Shy as fuck.
No,
up.
it's okay. It's okay.
But he
Just
can't
do
see
your
her.
thing. I'm
No, no,
behind
no.
a wall.
He goes the big guy. That's
Yeah.
what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Just do your thing.
Fight time. Decisions.
Yeah, I am going to. Yeah, I'm going to. I've forgotten the word of the
Three
three
steel?
steel into the big guy.
Big boy. All right.
Behind the back of his head. He needs to make
Intelligence saving
3
throw.
intelligence saves. I'm
Three.
putting it all into him.
First one's a 10. Second one's a 10. And the last one's a -1.
So dumb.
We love intelligence saving throws.
I feel like intelligence saving throws
You're
were
asking for their Achilles heel.
the bane of our existence last campaign. No.
It's very fun when it's not us making it.
Yes.
That is true.
We're still not a
true.
smart party. A small.
You know, speak for yourself. Shy's a little bit above middling.
I'm gonna Whales of the Grave, just to add sauce to it. I'm gonna Whales of the Grave one of the kobolds, or the like pack of kobolds. Are we treating them as a swarm?
We're
or-
kind of treating them as a swarm.
Yeah, I'm
for
gonna Whales of the Grave
effectiveness.
them. So they'll just take a d6 of scary damage.
Yes.
But this big guy, just to make him
6
maybe
of them.
turn around. Those d6s were bad.
Yeah, you're connoisseur.
And to be clear, pack 1, which is this one up here, is the one that's afraid of you.
Great.
Oh, now they can see.
25 points of damage to the big guy as I hit my hand through the blade, and 3 knives into his head, and then the pack one is going to take 4 points of psychic, I think, or necrotic. One
It's
of the two.
necrotic. The whales.
Then maybe necrotic, yeah.
I gotta make you a
As-
book.
As I scream at them, necrotic. As the the reverberation of the knives hitting the guy in the back of the head, they
Okay.
see like angry faces reach down and scream at them, and then fuck man, I still have my bonus action.
Save your spell slots.
I can't cast a spell
That's
anyway.
right.
Yeah.
You're still behind that thick tree.
We have passed without trace. I might as well take advantage. I'm just gonna bonus action
Yep.
hide in this deep forest. Like
Great.
I might move. Actually, I'm gonna move so that I'm near this rock near Mark, just so that I have a better like.
This one?
Yeah, over there.
They are going to take an
That's
attack
fine.
for opportunity on you as you go by.
Don't bring them back here.
Or no, I'm gonna hide, so they're not gonna know where I am.
Yeah.
Wow. hopefully.
That is a 16.
That hits.
No, 17 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Yeah. Okay.
Do all of them get the attack, or just is it? Or okay.
Yeah.
It's not a swarm.
Yeah.
Swarm.
I like that we've been doing our swarm tactics to make combats go faster.
And that's 13 points of piercing damage.
Oh, that's fine.
As they kind of
Can we just put all of us as a swarm?
Fun.
fun.
I'd swarm with you.
It's a 35 hide check.
Yes. Oh yeah. You kind of like slide behind the bush and then roll over behind the rock, and they
Is
lose
Pass
sight of you.
Trace a concentration spell?
Yes, I think so.
Is it?
Pass the trace? No.
It just lasts an hour.
It just lasts an hour.
Are you sure it's not concentration?
Does it have a little?
I have a C on my notes, but I could have copied it.
I don't think it has a C.
Give me a sec.
Pass without.
Wow, we figured it
Arcane
out.
Eye concentration.
Arcane Eye is concentration.
Concentration up to an hour.
Oh,
So I'm gonna
okay.
make a concentration
And
save.
by concentration, I mean yes, it is.
And I need to
concentration.
beat a 10.
Yeah.
So my con save is 0, beat a 10. Ooh, I rolled an 11.
Okay.
I'm still
Yes.
concentrating on Pass Without Trace. Because it changed that from a 35 to a 25.
Still quite hidden. Okay, it is the giant's turn.
Incapacitated.
Yeah.
This one is incapacitated. This buddy.
We poked at his
my
back
bad.
a lot.
Yeah, this one is going to turn around. And
Am I
is-
behind like a wall? Like he can't get to me?
well, I mean, there's a bunch of trees in your way, like
Okay.
in his way.
Okay,
Like
cool.
he effectively hit you with a baseball bat and is like, okay, you're good. Like,
Okay.
you're not moving.
That's
He's
rude.
like,
That's rude of him.
out
to
of
be
sight,
so
out of
yeah,
mind.
Right.
I also feel like he hit with a baseball bat and then something hit him in the back of the head and he was like,
yeah,
fuck.
like
A few things that he's been getting pelted with. Like,
he's
Oh, yeah,
assumed.
spiritual
yeah.
weapon. like-
Question. Nope. I'm gonna save it to my turn.
No. He assumed you moved. He hit you, and you stopped moving. You're dead, as far as he is concerned for now. He's gonna swing at.
That was a mistake on his part.
Misinterpretation of the fact.
He's gonna swing at you.
Yeah.
There.
Cool.
Mer.
Hit me. Look the most threatening when he turns around.
Oh yeah, brah.
All right. So for the first one.
Because you're a growler bear, right?
That's a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Also known as a Pizzly bear.
Pizzly
Yeah,
bear?
well, because it's growler is a combination of grizzly and polar, and Pizzly is the
Growler
same.
sounds way better than
Well,
Pizzly.
whoever came to
27
Growler
points of
was, like,
bludgeoning damage.
better.
And you get.
I'm gonna make a 27 halved is 18.
30.
No,
13. And you get
Yeah,
pushed
that's
10
right.
feet away.
Nice. 13 wisdom save.
Con
Con
save.
save.
Con save.
Con save. Brain. 11. I drop my call lightning.
Boom.
Boo.
So you get pushed back 10 feet, kind of up against a tree, and he's going to swing again.
Yeah, bring it.
There, under the tree. That is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
No.
We're gonna try
It doesn't
again.
matter. I got lots of health.
That's better. That's 21 to hit.
21 to hit. That definitely hits.
I think Silvery Barbs is like
Advantage.
if you didn't get the advantage, I think Silvery Barbs would be a less good spell. Like you'd use it probably a lot
Yeah.
less, but that advantage.
24 points of
Really
bludgeoning
sucks.
damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
And as you slam into the tree, let's see if the tree keeps standing.
Oh, cool.
The tree smashes and cracks and begins to fall. I'm going to have you make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
That's a fun little.
I like that
Interaction?
interaction.
Dex
Yeah.
save.
We're not gonna actually break the tree because it's a nice set. We're not gonna do that.
Snap it. Snap that tree.
Sorry, Quest Curse. This is what we do now.
13.
13. That's a failure. As
no.
it falls down on your back, you take a little bit more damage. You only take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Which
wasn't
makes
a
sense. You're near the base of the tree. It does hit him as well because he failed.
Oh, I was
that
gonna
save.
ask, does it hit the kobold?
Does no? It falls onto his shoulder, and you go, but he does take a little bit of damage as well.
Nice, we love that.
Yo, that was 54 points of damage in a turn.
Jesus Christ.
Don't get hit by Big Steve.
Big Steve, that's his name.
No,
Okay.
it's a giant, so it's Big Stev.
Big Stev. This giant is gonna move.
But it is actually
Enormous
short.
theory.
It's shortened from Stefan,
Yes.
with a PH.
Where's she gonna move? She's gonna come around this way.
Yeah.
Back. Actually,
She can't attack,
No,
though.
she's gonna move this way.
But she
Try to
can't-
get a little farther
Yeah.
away.
highly gender fluid giant.
Yeah, absolutely.
He, she, any. We love this.
Okay, it is now Miri's turn. You are no longer stunned.
Thank you.
Okay.
love
How
that.
close together all these fuckers are here at this point?
Pretty close.
Yeah.
I would say
We
this is
looking-
probably about 30 feet.
Can I get both giants and those kobolds in a 15-foot little spot? Is that
a cone?
happening?
Yeah.
No, a ground location.
You would also get Esper. Or you would also get Thistle, sorry. There's no way to do it where you wouldn't get...
Where I
Even
wouldn't
from the duplicate.
from the duplicate's point, like I can target if I can target it anywhere.
You're saying shooting this way, right?
No, I'm not saying shooting. I'm saying I'm picking a location.
Oh, I see.
Spirit Guardians.
You couldn't get all of them.
Oh,
in
Spirit
time.
Guardians doesn't affect us.
It does. Yeah, I just as long as I can get all of them.
Yes, you can.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
I thought.
No.
Now you
No.
need to choose.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think Spirit Guardians is around you. Circle.
No, you can cast.
No,
it
you
somewhere
can
else,
choose
but
choose the
it's
location.
on the enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of Guardian.
Shroud. You're
No, I'm
thinking-
thinking of Guardian.
Fake
There's
Guardian.
you're thinking of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guardians of Faith. Guardian of Faith, maybe.
Okay.
The Guardians of Gahul.
Oh.
I love. Never mind. No, I can't. I can't get into this.
We're not going to guess reckless use on that.
Spirit Guardians.
Great.
Right in the fucking.
Right in the mid.
In the middle of all of them.
All right, and that'll happen on their... It resolves on their turn.
Yeah, great, cool. And then spiritual weapon is gonna shoom back and schmaggle these kobolds.
These ones?
Yeah.
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 Because you can move it, what? 10 feet?
30 feet.
30 feet.
Yeah, yeah.
You're good. You're good.
Cool. And I have advantage from. That's a natural 20.
Yes!
Okay, so that's gonna be.
Whoa. Whoa! Big numbers.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, love that. So that's gonna be. So 18 damage.
Nice. On that group of kobolds.
On that group of kobolds.
On that group of kobolds.
I do like the party name Swarm.
Swarm. Okay, it is now the kobolds' turn. So they'll make their wisdom saves. Right?
And fail.
They will.
Okay, so that's for pack one. That's a 21.
I was gonna say back ones.
And for the second one, that's a 16.
That also saves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it half, or is it just nothing?
I think it's nothing if they save.
Double check.
Might be
It might be.
On a failed save.
On a fail.
Or half as much on a success.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it's...
okay.
Still do that 3d8
Cool.
damage.
Great. Sounds good to me.
I never cast Spirit Guardians as a cleric.
Yeah.
It's just not one of my spells that I...
It's the best spell.
It
in
was
Baldur's Gate.
it was a
14
Kokanee spell.
damage.
It was
Nice.
one of the Kokanee clerics.
Wait, no, do I get to add? Yeah.
So that cut in
Yeah,
half.
14
So
damage.
Undead.
7.
Okay.
Double damage from it.
All right, and then this group is
Gonna
going
just
to. Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. You see, instead of an attack, you watch as they like kind of group together and they pull something out of the bag.
Oh no.
And
Put it back in. Put it back in. Put it back in.
Put that thing back where it came from.
More so help me. So help me.
Oh, help me. It's a musical.
Every
okay.
time.
Watched that movie so many times.
My childhood.
Do you not know the reference?
I don't think so.
It's Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid 2.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, and you watch as they like pull out this large pot and kind of heave it at you. And they're gonna make at Thistle.
Oh,
They gonna honey up the bear?
I prefer.
No, I think it's like the spider jar.
That's a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Oh no.
And you feel the clay pot smash on your back, and this kind of like thick green, like viscous liquid splashes all over you.
The
You
goo touched
smell,
you.
you smell this kind of acidic, burning smell.
It's an ooze jar.
And you take 20 points of acid damage.
Oh, yeah.
Woofty.
You are
I
covered
am-
with this slime.
I am Thistle.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
You still have that
Slime
slime
man.
on you as it's like kind of burning through.
An important question for you, Tim.
Yes.
On our journey from our cabin to here, would there have been a short rest amount of time in that period?
We were breaking it.
I think you were bricking it. I don't know if you would have taken a short rest.
No worries, just ask.
And then this group is going to throw. You watch as they pull out this kind of like a basket, and they like open it up and throw it at you.
They still got that disadvantage from being paired?
Yep.
Disadvantage.
Bird.
That is that's only a 14.
Yes.
No.
Okay, so you watch as this like whole like ball of centipedes just like your head almost
Dude, I
in
love it.
slow motion. They hit the ground and then as centipedes do, they just disperse into the
they
forest floor, free once again.
They are an invasive species.
One of the best
It'd be a huge
things the
problem
Wizards of the
for
Coast
the
have
next
ever
year.
done is make the Inventor Kobold. This is the greatest thing of all time.
Okay, it is now the guards up at the ramparts.
Yes.
They're gonna take another shot at. They're gonna take a shot at this
Big
siege
boy.
one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits. All right, and none of them have been hurt, so they still get a full.
Two of them were killed.
2 of them were killed, so now it's just the damage is a little bit
Oh,
less than it was
okay.
before, but it's the same as it was last time.
I see, sorry, yeah.
14 points of piercing damage to that as the arrows kind of
Love that.
head down.
Big fan.
Starting to look like a Ravager with all the spines in his back.
I get dunked on, nerd.
It's just bug already.
Okay, it is Mark's turn.
Okay, Mark is going to try to sort of scoot through the forest, which he doesn't do particularly stealthily, so maybe he's observed. But he's going to scoot this way, and I'm pretty sure I can line up a cone that I hit all these kobolds and these giants. Maybe Thistle. If I have to do it, I'll skip these kobolds, but I want to
Yeah.
hit that group of kobolds, that giant, in a beautiful 30-foot cone of fear.
You'd have to go this way, I think, to try to get.
No, surely not. If I'm there, I can do a big T that.
Yeah, I like just because of where Thistle is. I think you would also hit Thistle if you hit this giant, where the cone is. If you went this way,
need to get some
you wouldn't.
We need to get some cone thingies.
Yeah, fuck it. Then I've got my top-down XCOM view. Move me to where you think I need to be, that I don't hit my friend.
You could be behind this bush,
That sounds
and
great.
then you could hit.
Yeah,
those.
I love that.
Yeah.
Because I can't scare an illusion. That's going to be a wisdom saving throw from everyone.
My
as-
favorite part of this battle is I have absolutely no point of reference where Miri is. I can maybe see, if I close an eye, I can see Mark. But I know
skirmisher
where
is,
Miri's
17.
illusion
Ooh,
is.
ooh,
Mary's
ooh,
behind the
ooh.
thick tree.
16 is what 16 is the number.
Siege
behind the
Hulk
thick tree, behind
is,
the kobolds.
An 18,
Boner.
and let's see the kobolds.
Cannot see it.
They're an 18. They have
Both?
higher
Both?
wisdom, yeah.
Both groups?
You don't
You-
hit the
you
second
don't hit
group.
the furthest
they're,
one.
They're a bit too far away.
Oh, well, then I spend a sorcery point to increase the distance.
Okay, sure. Yeah, okay, I'll see. You can cut that.
I'll double it up.
And that's a natural 20.
Wow. How improbable.
Fucking sucks.
Cool. Hey, that's how it happens.
Dude, that's save or suck. Sometimes they just
Yeah,
suck.
yeah. You'd think
why they call
before
it
that it would. Anyways, if I've got any more of that movement, I'd love to get some kind of cover behind a tree between me
Yeah.
and this. Scavenger.
Unless you want to go farther back.
I would love to go farther back. That's absolutely what I want to do. That drops my arcane eye, and then I'll just spend my bonus action doing sorcery point stuff.
All right.
As I go, ha! Oh, fuck! Everyone sees me. No one's impressed.
It is
Ruh-roh.
Thistle's turn.
Yeah, it is. Thistle is going to. Am I in melee with anyone right now?
No.
Okay. I am going to use my movement to run away.
You never saw Thistle again. Where would you like to go?
Especially in this forest, like.
Just yeah, that way. As
Behind that big
far-
thick tree?
Yeah,
Go back here.
back over here. Then what I would like to do is I would like to. I'll call lightning. Why not?
Okay.
I'm human again. I might as well
Do
cast
it.
a spell.
Better do some human shit, I guess.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put it right between our two giant friends and
Nice.
get both of them.
Okay.
So we're making some Dexy saves for me,
All
please.
right. So for the skirmisher, that's 13.
That's a failure.
And for the Siege Hulk, that's only a 7.
A Siege Hulk.
Hulk.
That's a name.
That is a name.
So
Scary.
3d10.
That's what it says on the tin.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Siege.
No, it's not. 14 points of lightning damage. Nice. To the two of them. And then for my bonus action, I can cast a cantrip, right?
If you have a cantrip, that's the bonus action, yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. I do not.
Brother.
For my bonus action, I can't heal myself like I can when I'm a bear. I'm just gonna chill.
Okay. All right.
Chill as a bonus
Hard
action.
chill. Okay, it is
Like sit down and get comfy.
Shy's turn.
I take my movement to stand up.
Yeah, half your movement.
And how far away am I? So I'll have, so I've got 45 feet, so.
No, I'd say probably about 20 feet to
Okay.
get to that one.
Okay. How much movement would it be to jump back up on the wall and for me to jump on top of the giant?
I don't know if you have enough. I don't know if you have enough movement to jump on the wall and jump on him.
Understood. I will go to the giant again, and I am going to run up, and you hear the puff of my clockwork gauntlet as I wild that up, and we're gonna hit some kneecaps, and I'm going
The
to
back of the knee.
attempt to
collapse that.
collapse his
Is
leg.
that thing, the high school thing where you would like hit the back of people's knees
Yeah.
and fall over?
That's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Okay.
So that is 2d8. One
My
of
favorite was
those.
when you kick the back of like people's feet as they walked when you kick them from behind.
Or the flat tire.
Oh, no,
when you kick
not the
it
soft
to
day. It
their
was the
foot
ankle
kicks
tap.
out.
Oh my goodness, that is 18
Oh,
damage
fuck
with
yes.
max damage
Oh, yeah.
on that one.
That's 2 8s right
That's
there.
2 8s right there. And then I am wheeling back from the gauntlet. I am going to take out my Eskrima sticks, and it is going to, I am going to hit 1, 2, and I'm going to break his shins as I hit down there with 2 melee attacks. That's going to be a 12 and a 17.
Here's the thing, I can
The 12 does not hit. The 17 does.
I can see the natural 20 symbol on the dice.
Yeah,
Is
that means it's there.
To be able to see it.
And with that, I actually don't have to spend a focus point on that, but I am going to attempt a stunning strike.
Okay. And how much damage does it do?
I'm going to roll it right now.
Okay, sounds good.
That's 6 plus 4 is 10 for
And
max
and
damage.
that's an 11 for the Constitution.
That is a
saving
fail,
throw.
so he is
I
stunned.
love the idea of someone getting stunned from a shin attack, just being like,
I will say I rolled fully max damage
you
on
did
all of
all
my
of the
attacks
max damage.
and
It was
stunned him.
gnarly.
Shy is mad.
Not happy.
I
about
got taken out of the fight for a turn, and I am
Very
mad.
fair.
oh, you didn't hit him the second time, that's why. I was like,
Okay, it is Esper's turn.
yeah, sneaky.
And I'm up into melee with him. Yeah, no, we go.
Sneaky. I'm gonna scoop around toward my body. Yep. And then I'm gonna come in behind the skirmisher, and I'm going to stab the poisoned
Yes.
spear into the back.
Okay.
Eater.
I love this game so much.
I know, me too.
I just love playing it. I'm so happy.
I love playing D&D with my friends.
It's just so
And
fun.
I'm doing it two-handed, and as I stab up, bonus action to Hex.
Okay.
This woman intelligence checks. She'll
Whoa.
have disadvantage.
Checks.
Oh, you want it to be an 18, you fuck. It's a
Good
10.
restraint.
Does not hit. So as you go to kind of stab,
I can see the natural 20 right next to
Yes,
that too,
yes,
though.
yeah.
Is
you
that-
go through to where the kind of like the loincloth is hanging down, expecting to hit something, and there's nothing there.
Ooh, and then that I'm just in it now.
All right, it's going to use its reaction.
Yeah.
And it's going to.
That's why I was hoping
half
to do a
its
whole bunch of
speed.
damage.
It's going to go this way, out here.
Yeah.
Kind of turns around. Okay, it is the skirmisher's turn.
Yeah.
Because the other one is stunned, and it's going to use its. It's going to pull out some javelins. You watch as it pulls out these big spears, and it's going to throw one at you.
Doesn't have to. Though,
It's
is it?
advantage on this because it moved.
Yeah.
All right, that's a
It's.
27.
Oh boy.
All right.
No,
Dude,
you're okay.
I wanted
You're
to do
okay.
just like a big burst of damage before that happened.
14 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
As it flies through the air, and you get that
Hint.
familiar sense of dread as it slams into you and pins you to the ground. And then it's going to, it's going to throw one at you.
Okay.
And that is a 16 to hit.
No.
As it tries to kind of thread the needle and tries to hit you, but it just kind of can't get line of sight, and it slams into the tree behind you.
I think there's just like a
Yeah.
moment as I like lean backward and it goes behind me, or above me.
All
I'm
right.
just too short. I'm too short.
Too short, and then it's gonna move. Over here with its back to the wall. All right. It is Miri's turn.
Okay.
Oh, and Spirit Guardians.
Spirit
on
Guardians.
these two.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they would have started their turn.
Oh, that would have affected his movement. Starting your turn in Spirit Guardians is half movement.
I don't know if she would have, because she moved
Okay.
over here.
Yeah, she
Okay.
just moved on my turn.
Oh, she moved. Yeah. Okay.
They would have been out of it, but definitely.
Definitely the kobolds
Big
and
Steve.
the giant.
Yeah, the
Big
kobolds
Steve.
and the giant.
Big stab.
Big Steve. Big Steve rolled 9.
9 is gonna
That's
fail.
full damage.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
And the kobold pack 1
Makes
is
sense,
18.
18 will succeed.
And the second one is also an 18.
Dude, these little kobolds are nasty.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck.
We haven't hit them at
16.
all
They have
yet.
only a +2. But
No, I'm
So,
just saying you've been rolling so well.
15
for
for full damage.
Nice.
and 7 for the kobolds.
7 for
Yeah.
half.
Built different.
Dude, these kobolds have been rolling nasty good.
I mean, they've been living with a big old kobold dragon for a long time.
They've
I
also
get
just
that.
been up in that back cage, so they're antsy to get out.
All right, and
seen
Big
some
Steve
shit.
took how much damage?
15.
15. Oh, Big Steve's not looking great.
No.
Love that.
Looking pretty bloody. There we go. All right, it is. So yeah, Miri, it's your turn.
Okay. Miri is going to do something a little new.
Cool.
She's going to fling up into the air what looks like a fireball, but it's just going to hang there above her head. And then with bonus action, she's going to bash these little kobolds again with the spiritual weapon.
Nice. And that's this pack, correct? Yeah, pack 2.
Yes. Hell yeah. That is going to be a 26 to hit.
26.
Woohoo!
Hits.
And it's just. So that's going to be 8 damage.
Nice. They're looking pretty rough.
Love
Voice
spiritual
them
weapon.
up.
Yeah, as they're like, you can see they've been cut now a few times, and they're pretty bloody and kind of leaning on each other. All right.
the load!
Share the load.
Just the worst
it is
hobbits
the
ever.
kobold's turn. These 3 are going to run. Oh, now they can see you.
They can see me, so they cannot come towards me.
No, they're going to run towards Thistle, but I don't think they can get to Thistle.
Tiny little legs.
They get over
Oh,
here.
they also have half movement because they started their turn in Spirit
yeah.
Guardian. Oh,
Gosh,
wait,
they're
is this
slow.
new spell a concentration spell?
This new spell is a concentration spell, yes.
Yeah, so
Spirit
Spirit
Guardians
Guardians are
dropped.
dropped.
Yeah.
But they still have half movement, right?
No, because they didn't.
They didn't start their
They
turn.
didn't start.
Yeah,
They would have
so
dropped
they
on
didn't even
her.
take
Yeah.
damage. Yeah.
But they
Tiny
get
little
about
legs,
here, and then they're going to use their slings as they kind of wind up
Let's get pelted with rocks.
and try to get you with some rocks.
Oh, and you're still gooey.
I don't know if
That's
that does
only
anything.
an 8.
That misses.
So yeah, the rocks kind of
Finally, your
and hit the
armor.
log behind you. And yeah, something does happen on your turn with the goo, but that's the start of your turn.
Did you just shush him?
Other
No, shush, 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 shush.
It's okay. It's okay.
Let's see.
We
if
don't have
get
to talk
another
about that.
basket. That's gone. Nope, they don't. So they're gonna try to hit you with their little axes or their little pickaxes. That's a 16 to hit.
Find out.
16 to hit.
What? Sorry.
What's your armor class?
Oh, Lord. Yeah, that hits
Okay.
me.
Oh no.
All right, so they slash at you, and that is 13 points of piercing damage.
Okay, the orb above me
Yeah.
is going to shoot, using my reaction, big beam of fire down onto them.
Nice.
Onto me. It envelops Miri for a second, and so Miri, I will take 7 less damage
Nice.
on that,
Whoa.
and they make a wisdom save.
What spell is this?
Sorry, dex save. I lied. It's a dexterity
That's,
save.
I mean, I'll keep this.
Roll a
in.
different
Yep.
dice.
It's bad. It's an 8.
Okay, then that damage is then flung back from the flames surrounding me.
They're like, and they
Yeah.
hit themselves.
What spell is this?
This is a new spell. This is Flames United.
Ooh, so fun.
Yeah, one of them, it goes right into
Magic
his head.
2.
And he just is like, oh, and he falls down.
Great.
And the other two kind of like look in horror.
Okay.
friend.
And I'll have you make a concentration check to see if that spell stays up.
Okay.
The idea of the dude who died
Oh, and I
stabbing
shoot.
forward and the rebound you just go.
It's a constitution save. It's not a disadvantage.
It's not a disadvantage.
No.
Even though I'm
Exhausted
exhausted.
is only.
Oh,
Skill
Saving throws are not
Skill
exhaustion.
checks.
Yeah.
Skill
Saving
checks
throws-
is exhaustion 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Saving throws is
Okay, I
exhaustion
will
3.
just roll again then.
Ooh, that's good enough.
Yeah, cool. Great, I'm good.
great. Okay, it is the guards on the wall. They're going to take their shots. That is not good. That's only a 12, so that doesn't hit her. As like the arrows kind of rain down, but they go wide. Actually, no. They were going to do something else.
Oh.
Well, it's fine. We can do it on
Next
Tuesday.
turn.
Next turn.
If we get around. All right, it is Mark's turn.
Mark peeks behind his tree. He's been loving the way this fight has been going. For him, yeah. I know nobody got scared or anything, but he's behind a tree and no one's tried to kill him. So he's just gonna, he's sort of eyeballing it from afar and he says, I'm not very good at throwing. So he's gonna reach into his pocket, pull
Also,
out.
you don't need to eyeball it. You again, you've got the third.
No, I
person.
dropped.
gone.
I dropped that when I tried to
Oh.
cast fear. Yeah, not only was that unsuccessful, it did cost me something personally. He's gonna pull out a very special necklace that he was
Oh,
given
boy.
a long time ago. Take out a little orange bead, and just with his little mental tentacle, he doesn't throw it. It just this orange bead floats through the fray, and I think if I drop it right in the middle, a 20-foot radius is gonna catch.
It's
Yeah.
gonna
Oh
hit
my
the
God.
illusion, but that doesn't do anything.
It'll hit the illusion of
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
That's
You
so
basically drop it in the base.
very
of
cool.
Yeah, that tree that got fucked up, I want to fuck it up again.
I do like the idea of how, because like the border is on the line on Miri, so this fireball just goes. It's like fully in your face.
And her hair goes up.
Yeah, it's very on brand. It's
brisk.
I want the kobolds
Baby.
to think it came from Miri. I want her to be their new god. Dex
If they
save all
survive.
round, it's
Okay,
a 15.
let's start with this skirmisher.
Is it half if they don't fail?
Yeah. You know,
Do you need
classic
some
fireball.
D6s?
No,
Can I
he's
get
not.
That is 16
That'll
for the
succeed.
skirmisher.
We're gonna roll.
The
damage.
sea chalk, that's only 5. And the kobold pack 1, that's a 5. And the kobold pack 2, that's an 11.
27 full damage.
Yeah, so the only one who
Hell
doesn't
yes.
take full damage is the skirmisher.
Down to 13. We round down in this house. Or
Yeah,
new table, hard table.
he's always been down.
We round down to the 10.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Doing like a third of the
And
damage.
you said 27, right?
27 is full damage.
Right.
Half to 10.
And Mark tucks behind his
Uh,
tree, quite good about himself.
How? So this one and this one
This pack of kobolds?
and this pack of kobolds are wiped out, and this pack of kobolds is on death's door. How do you fuck these ones up?
I mean, it's not showy for Mark. Mark peeks, looks, sends the little thing with like by hand, just drops it, and a fucking grenade goes off, and he 100% looks at the explosion, is like, and then like stuff flies at him. He goes, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah.
and like hides by. It's like the least cool way that you can do this move. He's like, "I think I got it." Oh fuck! Like he's surprised by how well that worked.
These
Cool guys
kobolds
don't
just
look at
get
explosions.
blown
Mark looks
over the bush and into the tree in front of you.
Oh, Jesus
Their
Christ.
mangled bodies.
And he just stomps on them ineffectually.
And you see some of the tree catches fire.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
This one completely gets blown back into that wall and falls over.
Do I have to make a dex save?
This'll
Is
be
my-
good.
No, because of where it went, I think it it would have gone this way,
Okay.
just kind of where the blast was.
Thistle becomes a bear and scolds him about his irresponsible use of fire in the forest.
Only I can start
And some of these get
fires.
fucked up, and he manages to kind of put up his arm and back up a little bit and shield some of the blast. But yeah, all right.
I'm imagining Mark fully in the scene from the other guys where the thing blows up and Will Ferrell's like, all of the movies that have ever shown an explosion are lying to you.
And he's just like, oh fuck, that's so hot. Even from back here, that's so hot.
All right, it is Thistle's turn.
How far are the kobolds from the skirmisher?
10 feet.
So if I put it in the middle, would it hit them both? It's a 5 feet.
Yeah.
So yeah, 5 feet
foot
of the
radius.
point, it must make a dexterity. So if I put it right in the middle, they're both within 5 feet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
5 foot radius.
Kabacha! I need dex save, please.
All right.
Both of Z groups.
It's like, baby.
Skirmisher, that's only a 12.
That's a failure.
And the kobolds are a 12 as well.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Well done.
That lightning.
Oop, gotta mark off that lead.
You take advantage of
that's not
of the skirmisher kind of covering themselves, and in that moment, you got to bring down the lightning.
Yeah, that's 11.
Yeah. How do you want to fuck up the kobolds?
Yay!
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I think part of it is like we've basically created this like storm. The clouds are still over the top.
Yeah.
And then Miri cast that sort of beam of fire, and then the fireball went off. And I don't know if you've ever seen like the videos of like what a fire tornado looks like.
Yeah.
So it's like
Oh,
the
yeah.
swirling of the fire, the lightning starts to like crackle out of the
Yeah,
fire.
yeah.
And I think it just like
They just get.
bolts them.
These villagers are like, what the hell has come upon this
Usually
town?
when that happens, there is a loud like.
We have rocked up loud style.
Came out guns akimbo, dude.
Because like
And
even like Shy coming like hopping on the thing, getting knocked off and then coming back and like oh fuck, dude.
And then-
Swarm is here.
That's not our party.
Firestorm.
Fire swarm.
Yeah.
That's a good spell.
I'm gonna use my movement to try and get away from the skirmisher pursuing me.
All right.
I want to make it so that
Behind that thick tree.
You want to go over?
like further away, like take me off the map. I'm going back to the cabin.
Okay, get over here.
Yeah, and then that's,
Bless you.
That's my turn.
All right. Back to the
Bless
top
you.
of the order. It is Shy.
Okay.
Kill.
I think I step over this dead giant, and I think she's target practice now. I think I kind of swing one of my Eskrima sticks around, and I mean it doesn't really matter if I end within her melee at this point. She's the last thing on the map. So I am going to come up to her, and I am going to take 2 hits with my Eskrima stick.
And the only person that would be you being in melee is like important too is I literally cannot get sneak attack.
You still got that advantage from? Oh, it would have happened on the last turn.
That's going to be a 14 and a 21 to hit.
14 does not hit.
Okay.
21 does.
Quick.
Okay. That's fine.
Quick.
Any quick.
Anyway, that's going to be 7 points of damage on that first one. How is she, or how are they looking?
They're looking rough, but still standing.
I'm going to Constitution save for a stunning strike.
Okay.
That we
yeah.
discovered we're fighting a non-binary giant.
Giant. Oh man, that's only an 8.
Fantastic. They are stunned, and I am going to take my next 2 attacks using another flurry of blows at advantage.
Ah.
So that is going to be a 25 to hit for the first one, and that's going to be a 26 to hit for the second one.
Good up.
Nice.
And that is. No, I said I was using my stick, didn't I?
Yeah.
That is 8 instead.
With your flurry, you have to use your.
I have to
Yeah,
use my
it's
fist.
hand.
Okay, then great. So that's 10 plus 8 is 18 points of damage for the second
Okay.
one.
How do you
yeah.
want to end it?
Hell yeah. Okay, so I think that Shy is super bloody as of right now. There's just an impact mark on
Full
her
body
chest.
bruise.
Yeah, full body bruise from this, from the battering ram in it. And I think what I do is I crack her kneecap to get her down, and she they take a knee, and then it's 2 hits right there in the clavicle, and it's just like whack, or it like punches right into the clavicle.
Chopping wood.
Yeah, just down into the clavicle.
You just see the vein burst,
Oh.
and blood underneath the surface of the skin, just like that huge.
And then I know that they're gonna fall forward, so I think I just step backward, and the thing just boom right in front of me.
As you hear another roar erupt from the fort, and you watch as the doors swing open, and there's 3 riders on giant rams that come out.
yeah, dude.
As they like kind of come out, raring to go, as they were like ready to lead a charge out, as this giant has just gone down.
Could one of you help me? I'm not very good at pulling these things out myself. So I'm just pinning it out.
Oh, and you watch as they like ride over, and the 3 of them kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done, well done.
Who are you?
We're travelers.
That's a point of contention. We're definitely not the swarm. We figured that out.
We come from Skalan. Well, we passed through Skalan. And we're here to kill giants, so...
Well, you have succeeded! Come in!
Yeah.
They bring you through, like, over to the gates. They kind of hail you over.
I'd go over and help Esper up.
Oh, no, yeah, thanks. Yeah. I hate those ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Big fucking spears.
Well, there's 1 less now, and we...
Yeah, 2 less.
2 less, and we head inside.
And you watch as they bring you inside of this large fort, and you can see like there is probably about 40 to 50 people in here. You can see there's men, women, children. There's a few young children you can see kind of at the back, and there's some older folks. You see Goliath, you see a few centaurs, a few dwarves, and some humans, and you see they're all decked out in battle gear. They like are all ready to go as
Babies
you
and
just
full.
receive this kind of hero's welcome.
Could we talk to the is there like an elected official and then they shovel shit for 5 years? Is there...
What do you think this is, Skalarn?
I don't know how you do things here.
Oh no, we just have a chief that we all we decide as a group who will be the chief, and it's only a 1-year position.
Oh, great.
Yeah, we all rotate.
Also a really good system. I think the people up here do it pretty well. Can we talk to your chief? Is that
Of
possible?
course, she's right this way. And you can see she kind of comes to like she hops off a ram kind of at the there's a bit of a hill to this fort as she kind of hops out. Welcome, please come. And she ushers you into you can see there's a great hall kind of tucked in. Part of it is into the side of the mountain. They burrowed out a bit, so it's kind of built out from there. As you get welcomed in, that's where we're gonna end it.
It's the tail end of the day, right? 'Cause we travel
Yeah,
for
it's
a
like
day.
it's like late evening.
Tim, just for the next session, so I do not forget, I do want to go through all the stuff that's not burnt to shreds on the kobolds.
Absolutely.
To see if there's any
I
information.
thought you were going to say, I do want to talk to all 40 of the people in this town. Individually.
Oh yeah, we're going to do that.
Only in Skalarn.
No, we're gonna do that here too.
We are gonna go film a Chatwater. So if you're like, hey, what the heck is Chatwater? Head on over to our Patreon. You can type !Patreon in the chat, and you can go and you can even subscribe for free. You can come support us at the free tier. One of our patrons only things at that level is 1 free Chatwater a month, and there's going to be some extra content coming over the next little bit, and we would love to welcome you there as part of the fantastic community. That should get you access also to our patrons only Discord. I think I'll go figure that out. I don't know. Patreon's great. We will see you there. We're gonna go raid someone awesome, so please stick around. Put your thumbs up, babies. When you're in a skirmish in the forest, make sure you look out for kobolds who are going to throw stuff at you and touch the goo.
Forcibly making you touch the goo.
Touch the goo before the goo touches you.
Touch the goo.